Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Renner Legion baseball coach is in the hospital after collapsing on the baseball field. Shane Vanderloo was doing maintenance work and was alone at the time. Luckily, two men driving by saw him lying on the ground and stopped to help.
They performed CPR on a woman who was nearby, grabbed a defibrillator that was installed just 9 weeks ago. One of the rescuers, Jeff Mott, credits the defibrillator with saving Shane's life. Vanderloo's wife wanted to meet Mott and reached out over Facebook before they met face to face.
Thank you so much.
Oh, trust me, it was just instinct.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, we don't wear capes. We just do what we're supposed to do.
I think you did Friday.
No, we do what anybody should do. That's it.
Friends and family have started a GoFundMe to offset some of the medical bills. We've set up a link with this story here at KELOLAND.com. The Sioux Falls woman who has been stuck in Mexico is finally coming home. Joni, who does not want us to use her last name, has been in Cancun for nearly 2 weeks now, but it's been no vacation.
She broke her back almost 2 weeks ago and has been waiting on surgery that she finally got done over the weekend, and now she gets to fly home today.
The hospital's given me an ambulance, nice cozy ride to the airport. So I kind of get the feeling they want me to go home and get off their turf here as soon as possible.
The doctors wanted to be paid before she had surgery, so she was waiting on her insurance company to get that done. In less than 5 weeks, USD has had 5 assaults on or near campus, the latest happening this past Sunday.
While the victim and suspect are not students at USD, campus police say they're working to be more visible on campus and provide resources for victims.
We really want to ensure that they're able to get connected to the resources that help them best. And that's an individual process for each victim. Sometimes that's navigating through the criminal justice process in a criminal investigation. Sometimes it's navigating through the Title IX process institutionally. And sometimes it's just being connected with resources.
USD will be hosting a sexual assault response panel at 6 o'clock Thursday night. The panel will consist of Campus Police, Vermilion Police, River City Domestic Violence Center, and others.
Now let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Brian Karsten, seeing some seasonal temps out there today, Brian.
Yeah, we're back into the upper 60s and low 70s. Let's take a look at your forecast here and the dense fog advisory in effect this morning. That's for parts of northeast South Dakota, central South Dakota. Sioux Falls not included with that, but nevertheless, we're still looking at some patchy fog. Otherwise, upper 60s, low 70s will be very common today. I can't rule out a stray shower in the southeast. We'll take one last look at your forecast details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. Well, the 437 projects run across South Dakota came to a close over the weekend.
On her leg of the relay, one of the runners, Lisa Larson, was greeted by a large crowd of fans and supporters.
Seeing how the community of Mitchell came out to support her was just so incredible.
I was definitely overwhelmed, but I know my friends and I have a tremendous support system. So I wasn't overly shocked, to be honest with you.
She is a person who's come from the darkness into the light, and she was the light of our team as we journeyed across the state.
Now, that relay raised money and awareness for 988. The 3-digit number is a resource for people struggling with mental health or thoughts of suicide.
The 437 project brought in more than $250,000 for the Helpline Center, which answers 988.
It just really ensures that we'll continue to do our work with suicide prevention, with our crisis intervention work, through 988, helping people, and then also through grief support when people lose a loved one to suicide.
Kidham says this year's total is the largest gift the Helpline Center has ever received. A group of local veterans are on their way to Washington, D.C. this morning as part of Mission 16 for Midwest Honor Flight. In a post on social media, Midwest Honor Flight says 84 veterans are on today's mission. KELOLAND's Dan Santella is joining them on their journey.
Dan just shared these photos to social media ahead of the takeoff, and will have more coverage throughout the day. He'll also take a look back at some of Midwest Honor Flight's previous missions in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather forecast today, well, we're working on temperatures back into the upper 60s and low 70s. You'll notice, too, that a few little spots of green show up on Futurecast here in the southeast, and that's still the leftover effects of some of that remnant moisture in our big system the last few days. So it's still in Minnesota and northern Iowa, and as a result, that's still a feature to watch. I would expect tonight similar conditions to what we saw this morning. Mixed bag of 50s, even a few 40s in the central and west. And then tomorrow, well, we're starting to turn the corner here. The rain chances will probably stay east of us, and these numbers start to warm up. 70s and 80s. We are going to start to see more 80-degree weather as we finish up the week, and that's basically in response to a southerly wind. On the rain chances, at this point in time, I'm not inclined to put a lot of rain in the forecast, but the northeast certainly could stand a chance of some showers and thunderstorms by Friday or Saturday as a warm front gathers a little more strength that way, and you can see the result of rain to the north of the front toward Bismarck, Jamestown, Fargo, and Grand Forks. But for most of southeast KENOLAND, that south wind will just heat up, and we may end up raising some of our temperatures in the southeast. Right now we're going low to mid 80s. I could see 85 to 90 pretty quickly for at least a few days here. So plan accordingly. I think summer not wanting to let go just yet. And there's your 7-day. A lot of 80s Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and lows at night in the low to mid 60s. Northeast KENOLAND. Yep, a couple of those rain chances there Friday, Saturday. Low 80s for the weekend. Lows at night in the upper 50s to around 60. And for Pierre in central South Dakota, well, mid to upper 70s for highs, maybe low 80s by Thursday. It looks like the chances of rain still pretty low, and Rapid City may start getting touched by rain chances by the end of the weekend. But if that trough slows down anymore, we'll end up raising some of those highs days 5 through 7. Check out more details on the weather online at KENOLAND.com.